Hey gang, Melissa here, and today I have an IT Cosmetics review for you. This is not every single solitaire product that they make, but it's a plethora of them, and here's why. First of all, I like IT Cosmetics. I liked them before I won a giveaway of theirs. And so you're like, yeah, right. No, I really did though. I actually purchased a set off of QVC before I won this giveaway. And last fall, they were having their first annual favorites giveaway, and it was in conjunction with QVC. It was a retweet giveaway. So what you did is you retweeted. So I never win anything. I'm not kidding. I don't win anything. This is like the first awesomest thing ever that I won. So this big package comes to the house, and it's all of these different IT cosmetic products, and I was like, this is amazing. I was like a kid in a candy store. So I'm going to review not everything that I got sent. I'm going to review the things for you that I'm most comfortable reviewing right now, and you'll see the rest later. So I just like to I like to be very honest. I believe that for me, doing these videos on YouTube, beauty videos, it's very important to be completely transparent with you, because there are things that are coming up. Actually, I've been contacted by several companies to review things, and I'm in the middle of doing that. And when I do that and make videos, I always will let you know that, okay, this got sent to me for a review. However, I will never take money to review anything. It's probably getting off topic, but the point is, this was sent to me because I won a contest, not that they wanted me to do a review. But I thought it was a great opportunity for me to go ahead and review these things since I won them. So I'm gonna just jump right in. Okay, first thing I'm gonna talk to you about is the, let's see, the Celebration Foundation. Look, it's dirty. It means I used it. This is a powder foundation, okay? And they gave me light medium, which I probably could use. If they have a lighter one, that probably would be a little bit better for me, but I made it work. You may be thinking, oh gosh, powder foundations, they don't have coverage, they don't work, they don't stay, because when I think of powder foundation, I think of the Bare Minerals, because that's what I used to use numerous years ago. I want to say 2006, I used them a lot, and that's a powder foundation, obviously, mineral powder. And the coverage that I got from that was not what I would want from a foundation in general. This stuff, however, is ridiculous. This is not like any other kind of a powder foundation or mineral foundation that I have ever used. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and insert a short little clip of me wearing just moisturizer and primer, and me applying this, just this, with the brush that they sent me. This is their IT Cosmetics. Let's see, Innovative Technology there's no name for the brush, but this is the brush that came with this. It's very similar to, if you're familiar with Sigma brushes, the F80, the flat top kabuki, that's what this is similar to, but actually this is a little bit more dense than the Sigma F80 is. So this is what it's applied with, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert a short clip right here. Okay, so I just wanted to put this on super quick, and just to give you an idea of the kind of coverage that you get. All I have on is moisturizer, and I have a primer on. It's a silicone primer. I use the Smashbox one, but the Maybelline, the Baby Skin, that's a silicone primer, and that would work just as well. So, and this is the brush they sent me with it, okay. And I apply this heavy-handed. I do. So yes, I apply a lot of it. And you could probably tell the color is just a little bit too dark for me, but I've been bringing it down my chin and whatnot. And you obviously could go through and add more. I'm looking in the mirror too, so. All right, so that is, I always put more in my eyes. So that is it on just with no makeup on at all. And that, for me, that's really good coverage. That's at least medium coverage. You know, I would have to use a little concealer here and under my eyes, which I normally do because I have dark circles. But for a powder foundation, that's crazy to me. And even now, even though it would take a minute for it to set in and really look normal, it looks more powdery now than it's gonna look when it settles in. But I don't even think, like, I'm looking at this now, this isn't just cake face, cake powder. To me, it's not. And this is HD. I'm just saying it is. But I'm so impressed with this. So when I'm done with this, I'll definitely order another one, but I'm gonna go one color lighter. So this will get me through the summer, which is perfect. And I really wanted you not just to take my word for it, but to see that it does what I'm saying it does. At least I feel it does. Okay, so that was me applying this after just moisturizer and primer, just to give you an idea of, holy cow, man, this stuff for powder, it really, really does cover more than any other powder foundation or any other mineral foundation has covered for me before. It's not a liquid, but it's damn close. I will say that it's damn close, and it's not cakey, and it's just really, I really expected not to think too much of this, and yet I think it's amazing. I really do. I'm glad that I got this in this gift pack, in this whatever retweet giveaway. I'm really glad that I got this because I don't know that I would have tried it otherwise, and it's amazing. And I will absolutely, when this is gone, I will repurchase this because it really is that good. Now, I can use this by itself. Of course, it depends on if my skin is in good shape or not. I can use this by itself, but also if I don't want to use it by itself, I'll use this in place after I put my regular liquid foundation on. I'll use this as a powder on top of it, and man, dude, like, no, seriously though, it's a beautiful coverage, and it's not cakey, and there's definitely, it covers your ickiness. It does. That's mature, but no, it really does. And I keep talking about it because I'm that excited about it. I really honestly have never used a product that it does what this does, and it's bananas. It's crazy. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rave over every single solitary thing. All right, next, since we're talking about the powder, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the brush that came with it. This is the flat top kabuki, and what I did, I went ahead and brought the Sigma, the F80. This is the Sigma F80. I bought this on my own. And you can see they're similar. They're similar. Let's see there. One's taller, the Sigma's taller, but same concept, okay? And I will say this, the IT Cosmetics one is more dense. The Sigma one, it's good, it's nice, it's just not as dense. And I use these for this, but the other thing that I use these for is for the Revlon Whipped Foundation. When I'm using a liquid foundation, I apply it with my fingers, but if I'm using the Whipped, I'll definitely buff it in with one of these two, and they're both good. They're both really good. Again, the IT Cosmetics is a little bit nicer because it's more dense, but this still does the job. It really does. The Sigma does, so it's nice. Next thing I want to talk about is the IT Cosmetics. It's all IT Cosmetics, isn't it? Yeah. It's the Brow Power. And it's an eyebrow brush. And they have, I believe, if I'm right, and I think I am, they basically have one color. This is it. It comes with this there, and then the spoolie on the other end. I'm going to cap that off because you see it's a spoolie. And the amazing thing about this is if you have light colored brows or dark, it's gonna work for you depending on how much pressure you apply. So let me give you the gist, because everybody loves my swatches. No, they don't. So really light. Okay, do you see that? Do you see how light that is? And that's the point of it. And maybe that's not the best demonstration you've ever seen in your entire life. The point is that this is amazing, because truly, depending on how much pressure you apply, you will get the right color that you need to blend in your eyebrows. Okay, and then of course you'd use the spoolie and make it look natural and blend it in. This isn't amazing just because you can use, this can be used on anybody. The other reason this is amazing is it doesn't move. I don't care if it's 150 degrees out. Obviously, it's an exaggeration. It really is. I don't care how warm it is and if you're sweating. It doesn't move. I put this on and I go out and it's hot out and I'm sweating. this is staying in place. And that's a big deal. Before this, and I'm still going to use it up, the Revlon Brow Fantasy. If you don't want to spend as much on this as it costs, it's more expensive, obviously. It's not drugstore. But Revlon Brow Fantasy, that's the other product you can get, and it's drugstore. It's under $10, and it doesn't move either. But I like this just a little bit more because I feel like the range of shade that it offers is it's better than the Revlon Brow Fantasy. But the Revlon Brow Fantasy is my number 2 now. It was my number 1. This is my number 2. I will absolutely repurchase this. I'm so glad that I got an opportunity to try it. It really is that good. And again, just to show you, it just depends on how hard you press. And wow, what an awesome product. Mascara. This is the IT Cosmetics mascara. And let me show you the brush. It's kind of a cool little brush. It's plastic, and it's got the regular brush there, and it's got the little round head at the end. And this is kind of neat. L'Oreal makes one of the brushes, one of the mascaras that's got, it's all just that shape, the round. But this is pretty interesting because it offers both. And that's pretty nice to have because you can get the whole entire area of the eyelashes with the different shapes that it offers. The formula. The formula is really nice. It's not dry. It's not super, super wet. It's not the perfect balance in between, okay? It is, if you had 100%, and this may be dumb, but this is the way that I think about it, and if you have a better way to explain it, please let me know below because I'm always looking to improve. But, okay, so if I were to say, okay, it's 50-50 wet and dry, I would say 60-40. 60% wet, 40% drier. So it's not the perfect balance. It's a little bit more wet than I love it, but it's not so wet that it's ridiculous and not workable. Also, there are very few mascaras that I can wear by themselves, alone. And they offer volume, thickening, lengthening. This is one of them though. This does it all. Now, it's better at lengthening than it is at volumizing. So a lot of times I like to use this in conjunction with another mascara. However, I absolutely have worn this by itself numerous occasions. I continue to wear it by itself. But for example, when I'm filming, like tonight, I combined 2 different mascaras because I like a little bit more of definition and volume and length. But there are so many times that I have used this by itself, and I'll continue to because it's a really great formula and I really do like it, and you can get away with wearing this on its own. It's buildable, numerous coats, and it doesn't flake off, it doesn't transfer. On me it doesn't anyway, and it's just a really good formula. And I absolutely love the fact that they combined those 2 brushes. That's pretty neat. This is the only one like this from IT Cosmetics that I've seen a brush like that for me personally, and I got a lot of mascara. Next is Bye Bye Pores. And it's a poreless finish HD micro powder. And I've talked about this before because I've talked about the e.l.f. Cosmetics HD powder. This is a white it's a white powder, and it's meant for use with HD. I'm filming in HD right now. I actually have the e.l.f. Cosmetics powder on. This is basically, it's the same thing, same concept. And it's a nice powder, I like it. However, the IT Cosmetics powder does the same exact thing, if not better, and it does cost less. Don't get me wrong, this is nice. I do like it. However, I would not pay full price for this when I can get the e.l.f. Cosmetics, the square container, for $6. And this is more. And actually, I feel like a year or more. But this I've tried about 4 times. I don't know what it is. Maybe I know the price. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like I like the finish of the e.l.f. HD powder better than this. But I don't want you to confuse that. I don't want you to think that I'm trashing this, because I'm not. It's nice. It's good. But you can save some money by going with the e.l.f. HD powder instead of this. That's just my opinion. Also, I like the container with the e.l.f. better, the square container. The puff is bigger. Does that really matter? Is that a huge deal in the whole entire totality, big picture of it? No. But that's my little opinion about it. Yeah. This is a blush. It is their Vitality Cheek Flush. This one's in Matte Sweet Apple. And there's the color for you. And you can see I've been digging around and playing in it. This is a very unique product. And the reason it's unique is because it's not just, okay, so there it is. It's a powder, but there's one swatch. I'm gonna swatch it a little bit more. I'm sorry about the nails. I didn't get a chance to paint them, but I did want to film, and I thought it was stupid to wait another day just to paint my nails and not film. Sorry. Okay, why is this an interesting, unique product? I'm glad that you asked. I'm gonna tell you. Because I'm putting this on, and the finish that you get from this, the finish is more similar to a cream than a powder. And that's pretty interesting for a powder, something that starts off as a powder. I guess there's a lot of foundations out there that start off as cream to powder, but this is powder to cream almost. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. But you don't get that chalky, powdery look when it settles in, and I hope it is doing it here. Oh, look at that. When it settles into your cheeks, it does not look like a regular powder looks on your cheeks. It just really truly looks like something that is either a cream or a liquid that's blended in there with your skin. And I think that that's pretty hard for a powder to accomplish. I have all kinds of blushes and this is the only one that I've seen like this that goes from a powder and melts into your skin so nicely that you don't really know it's a powder. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. And it's just a pretty color as well. So this is great by itself. Sometimes I use this on top of one of my liquid blushes or one of my actual cream blushes, but not because it's not good on its own, but it is good on its own, but it's also good in conjunction with other things. It's a multitasker. It is for me. Good stuff. Wrap it up with some of their lip products. And here is 2 of their lip products, and then there's this, which is cheek and lip. So let me go with this first and then this. These are both the Je ne sais quoi. let me wipe that off. But okay, so they're actually the same exact thing. They're similar to the Dior Lip Glow. This one is the lipstick for your lips, and then this one can be used for your cheeks or your lips. And they're same thing, je ne sais quoi. I'm fancy. I'm so French. No, I'm not. I think the first time that I tried to read it, I was like, what? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this is amazing. I had the Dior Lip Glow, and the Dior Lip Glow is nice, but it's not as nice as this is, and it's more expensive than this is. The concept of this is it melts with your skin. It melts. It reacts, I should say. So you would take your bare lips and you'd put it on, and I actually have this on anyway with one other thing over it, but it's more of a clear. Let me get you a spot that's not taken right here. So see how you don't really see much? Once it reacts, I'm hoping that shows up. Once it starts reacting with your body heat and your chemistry, you basically get your own special color that is unique to you. And that's pretty cool. And that's exactly what the Dior Lip Glow does. But again, it's more expensive. And this, having both, this lasts a little bit longer on me, and it's a little bit more moisturizing than the Dior Lip Glow is. And then, I will say this though. So this formula that they give you here, they say it's the Flush Color Stain Stick. Using this on my cheeks, and I have used it on my cheeks several times, it's a little bit too dewy and moist and wet for me. So when I do use this on my cheeks, I love the color that I get. I really do love the natural blushing color, but I will put just a smidge of some kind of powder over it because it's a little bit too wet looking. I know there's so many people that are like, ooh, moist, wet, Get over it. That's what it is. I don't know any other words. I know other words, but that's really just the best way to describe it. For me, it is. So, when you're thinking about this, I would more so go with the lip one for your lips. But again, this is nice in your cheeks, but for me, I have to powder it down just a smidge. Now, the other thing they sent me was Pure Joy. That's what this color is. And you can tell, I've used this. There's their spot. What a pretty color. Look at that. It almost is Pure Joy, isn't it? Who doesn't love my swatches? I don't care if you don't. Like them. Like them. It's a really pretty color. But aside from the color, the formula is really, it's creamy, it's moist, moisturizing, it's not drying, and it lasts. I really feel like this is just a great overall, a nice rounded out lip color, because there are so many different formulas out there, drugstore, high-end, and whatnot. And for me, I'm always looking for that perfect combination of, will it moisturize my lips? Will it give me a nice color? Will the color stay longer than 5 minutes? And I really, these do it. From IT Cosmetics, they absolutely do it. They do it for me anyway. And I know I will be purchasing more on my own after I use up what I have. So that's my opinion on these products. I got some more from them. I did get sent a few other products, but I didn't feel comfortable enough yet talking about them. I will talk about them in a future video, but I wanted to at least get on here and talk to you about what I have used a lot already. If you have different opinions, you have same opinions, whatever, let me know below. Let's chit chat, let's talk about it. But yeah, that's it. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, thanks so much for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe. If not, check back in the next one. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.